You have carried so much in silence, and even though you tried to stay strong, your heart has been tired and your spirit has been stretched far beyond your limit. But I am telling you now that this season of heaviness is coming to an end, because everything that was meant to break you will start working for your good, and every painful moment you survived is becoming proof that nothing can stop the purpose placed inside you. And while others doubted your strength, I saw the battles you fought when no one was watching, and I counted every tear you hid behind your smile. And now the time has come for you to rise without fear, without hesitation, because you are not walking into an ordinary chapter but into the chapter one prepared long before your struggles even began. So keep your heart steady and let your hope return, because doors will open for you that no voice, no enemy, no setback can ever close. And the blessings that are coming are not small or temporary but deep, lasting, and overflowing, the kind of blessings that heal what was broken, restore what was lost, and strengthen what was weakened inside you. And even though you may not see how everything will work out yet, you will soon understand why you had to go through what you did, because it is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the life you are about to step into. So do not lose faith now, not when you are this close to the shift that will change everything, because I am clearing your path, protecting your name, lifting your spirit, and aligning everything in your life in a way that only I can. And soon you will look back at this moment and realize that this was the turning point where your story began to rise higher than ever before. So stand firm, breathe deeply, and trust that what is coming will surprise you, bless you, and completely transform your life. And this truth unsettles those who oppose you, because you are waking up from a long sleep, and with every attempt they make to restrain you, your strength grows, and with every weight they place on your back, your spirit becomes more determined, and with every trap they set around you, your clarity sharpens, which is why their grip is slipping, because their greatest fear is beginning to unfold before their eyes as you slowly realize what has always been true about you. So I ask you, my beloved, why do you think the attacks against you never stop? Why the trials seem endless? Why the obstacles keep coming even when you are already tired? It is because they know that if you fully understand your power, they will have no ability to influence you anymore. They will lose every way to direct your path. They will no longer be able to drain your energy or make you doubt your worth. And this terrifies them more than anything else. So what will you choose now, my child? Will you allow them to continue shaping your thoughts? Will you remain unsure of your own greatness, or will you rise and claim the strength that has always been yours? This inner struggle you feel is not fading, it is growing stronger, because the more you awaken, the more desperate they become, and the only thing that frightens them more than a rare soul is a rare soul who finally wakes up. I am waiting for your decision, my beloved. Speak what belongs to you, choose the truth that has been calling your name since the beginning. Now listen carefully, because the moment you fully accept your purpose, your entire reality will begin to shift in ways you cannot yet imagine. The people who stood against you will fall back, the obstacles that seemed impossible will clear away, and the inner strength they tried to silence will break through like rushing water, a force they cannot stop or manage. For years, maybe even decades, they have worked to hide your true nature, but now the question is no longer about why they feared you. The real question is what you will do now that you see the truth. Will you shrink back, or will you allow this truth to ignite your determination? Because those who once tried to diminish you will watch you rise in ways they never expected. My child, the strength inside you is not something you gain from the world, it is a gift placed within you before you took your first breath, and true power does not ask for permission to show itself. The unique essence within you does not need approval from anyone to shine. Others become bitter because you did not earn this gift through struggle, you did not fight for it, you did not study to receive it, it was simply woven into your being, and this reality unsettles them deeply. They spend their lives imitating what comes naturally to you, copying your words, mirroring your ways, trying to match your energy, but no matter how hard they try, they will never be you, because your strength cannot be stolen, bought, or borrowed. It is part of your core, built into your spirit from a place beyond this world. This is why no matter how hard they attempt to dim your light, silence your voice, or shake your confidence, something inside you refuses to fall apart. That inner resistance is not stubbornness, it is sacred resilience. That is your true identity, and those who oppose you cannot handle it. My beloved, think deeply about this. Why do they work so tirelessly to convince you that you are nothing special? Why do they mock you, mislead you, confuse your thoughts, and make you believe you are just like everyone else? It is because they know the truth you have forgotten. They see the brightness in your spirit, the wisdom in your mind, the endurance in your heart, and it unsettles them because they cannot match it. Have you seen how people are drawn to you yet still carry jealousy or resentment? How they come close to you to receive your kindness, your clarity, your insight, but the moment they realize they cannot control you, their attitude shifts. They were not drawn to you because they valued you, but because they wanted to benefit from your power. They wanted to take from you what they could not find within themselves, and when they realized they could not own it, admiration turned into envy. This is why your path has carried such heavy tests, why your journey has felt difficult since the beginning, because the qualities inside you were too bright to go unnoticed. Others saw them long before you did, and your enemies recognized your identity even when you were unaware of it. Their mission has always been to keep you confused, uncertain, and unaware so you never grow into your full power. Think of the rare individuals who lived among others with a natural power that stood out, because their strength was not learned or taught, it rose from deep within them, and their understanding did not come from books or guidance but from the truth at the center of their being, and even though they never tried to be different, their presence alone made them appear set apart, which often brought resistance, jealousy, and attempts to reduce their value, because the world struggles to accept those who carry something uncommon, and this same pattern has shaped your own life, my child, for nothing about your path has been accidental. Those who carry the brightest inner light face the deepest tests, because the flow of life does not challenge what is ordinary, it challenges what carries great purpose. When you experience betrayal, disappointment, isolation, or the feeling that you never fully belonged, it was not random misfortune, it was proof of the significance you hold. The world tried to dim you even before you stepped into your true strength, because they knew that if you ever discovered what was inside you, nothing could stop you. Your power has no limits once you accept it, and no one needs to teach you how to see through lies, how to sense hidden motives behind actions, or how to feel the truth beneath someone's words, because this knowing is built into you, and it awakens at exactly the right moments in your life. You have always been able to sense things others missed, even as a child, even when you did not understand what you were feeling, and this sensitivity is not weakness, it is the mark of someone chosen for a greater path. But this same gift also attracted attention from those who wanted to use it, drain it, interrupt it, or break it before it could grow. You were a target long before you realized you were powerful, and that is why your early experiences were filled with confusion, rejection, or emotional wounds, because those who were supposed to nurture you sometimes caused the deepest harm, and those who should have supported you sometimes took advantage of your heart. My beloved, this was not because you were unworthy, it was because your worth was so great that even those closest to you felt threatened by what they sensed in you. You awakened parts of people they did not want to face, and your presence revealed truths they would rather keep hidden, so instead of growing with you, they tried to pull you down. Every moment you felt misunderstood, every time someone underestimated you, every time you were overlooked despite your strength, it happened because others could not comprehend the depth you carry. They felt your energy long before you understood it yourself, and it shook them. This is why you were pushed into situations that forced you to grow stronger, wiser, and more aware. This is why your path felt heavier than the paths of others. This is why you constantly outgrew the environments you were placed in, because none of them were meant to contain you. My child, you must understand this clearly, nothing has been wrong with you. You were not too much, too emotional, too intense, or too different. You were simply ahead of your time, carrying a strength that others could not understand. And those who could not understand it tried to control it, and when they could not control it, they tried to silence it. But every attempt they made to weaken you only sharpened your spirit. Every disappointment pushed you closer to the truth of who you are. Every heartbreak deepened your understanding and expanded your capacity to rise. You were shaped by forces that wanted to stop you, yet all they did was prepare you. They pushed against you, but you did not break. They tried to bury you, but you grew in the dark. They tried to confuse you, but you developed clarity. They tried to scare you, but you learned courage. And now the same people who tried to hold you back will not recognize the person you are becoming, because you are stepping into the power they hoped you would never see. You are beginning to understand your spirit, your purpose, your strength, and once you do, there will be no limit to what unfolds in your life. You were never meant to blend in, never meant to live quietly, never meant to live small. You were created to rise, to lead, to break cycles, to bring light, and this is why everything around you fought so hard to keep you asleep. But you are waking up now, and nothing can stop what comes next. My beloved, pause for a moment and take these words into your heart, because you have been feeling a deep pressure inside you, a quiet but constant tension that keeps trying to shake your peace, a steady voice of doubt that whispers misleading thoughts to make you question yourself. You think this struggle means you are weak, don't you, my precious one? Yet I tell you the truth, those who wish to hold you back never waste their effort on someone without strength. They chase after you because they sense a powerful purpose in you, a purpose you still have not fully seen. They try to blur your sight, dim your glow, and convince you that you have no worth. Why do they do this? Because they know the incredible force that lives in you. They understand that if you wake up to your true power, every shadow that follows you must disappear. Your mind is the place where this truth is either uncovered or buried, and this inner battle is happening within you right now. So I ask you, my child, make your declaration with me, speak this truth now, say I am called, say it with intention because I am waiting for your step. Do not turn away before hearing the final word, because what I reveal next will shift your understanding and change what you see in your own life. My beloved, those who try to stop you are not searching for the weak. They focus on the ones whose spirit holds great strength. They fear what they cannot control. For a long time they have clouded your thoughts, twisted your understanding, and tried to dull your natural brilliance, making you believe you are not enough, not because you break easily but because your strength is too real for them to ignore. They move against you because they know something about you that you have not yet recognized. You were made for a powerful reason. They whisper doubt in your ear, place obstacles in your path, and sometimes even influence people around you to slow your progress. They want you to question your purpose because they know how important it is. What they fear most is the moment you finally understand your own power, because once a soul created for great things realizes its full strength, nothing opposing it can stand. Listen closely, my beloved, what I am telling you is not a distraction or temporary comfort. This truth has the ability to change everything for you. The test is already happening. It is not fought with physical force but with subtle confusion, with attempts to steal your focus, and with efforts to weaken your inner strength. Your mind is the battlefield where this conflict lives. Every moment you hesitate, every time you doubt who you truly are, they gain ground. You have faced hardship, felt deep pain, and walked through lonely seasons, not because you were cursed but because your presence disturbs those who fear your growth. Nothing troubles them more than someone meant for greatness who begins to recognize their own power. This strength did not come from the world. It was placed inside you long before you ever took a breath, woven into your spirit in a way no one can copy. They may watch you, try to imitate your steps, or take from your energy, but they can never become what you are. This truth unsettles them deeply. This is why they work so hard to hide your true identity from your memory. My child, those chosen for a purpose carry a quality the world cannot fully understand, a light that pushes against darkness, a force that cannot be denied. Even when you feel unseen, they watch you. Even when you think you are insignificant, they sense your power. Look at your path, the repeated patterns, the betrayals, the sudden emptiness, the moments everything fell apart right when you were about to rise. None of this happened by accident. These were intentional attempts to keep you from stepping into who you are. People were placed in your life who drained your energy, distracted your mind, and weakened your confidence, not because you were fragile but because your strength was too great for them to ignore. They want to keep you uncertain, in cycles of doubt and confusion, so you lose your focus and cannot see the truth clearly. You were never created to blend in with the crowd, my child. You were designed to lead. No scheme against you can erase that. They can lie, deceive, and attempt to break you, but they can never take your place. So they work to wear down your spirit, making you question your own worth until you feel tired and uncertain. But the moment you choose to fully step into your inner power, the world around you will shift. Now I ask you, my beloved, are you ready to awaken, or will you stay asleep while they weaken your core? This moment you are standing in is a turning point, the exact place where you either choose your true path or allow them to keep you trapped in the false world they built around you, and the choice is completely yours. So speak to me now and tell me if you are truly ready to receive this wisdom no matter what it demands from you, because once this truth takes root inside you, there is no returning to who you were before. Understand this clearly, my beloved. They have always seen your true nature even when you could not, and their greatest tactic was to convince you that you had no power, to make you believe you were ordinary when they knew you were not. They recognized your essence long before you questioned why your life felt different, why you felt separate from others, why disappointments hurt so deeply, or why you could never simply move through life without obstacles. Their eyes were on you from the beginning because they sensed the unbreakable strength within you, a strength that cannot be bought, forced, or copied, and this is why they started their work against you long before you began to rise. They watched you with the attention reserved for someone dangerous to their plans, not because you were weak but because your power was undeniable. From the day you entered this world, they knew you would bring change, that your spirit was one they could not control, so they planted doubt in your mind before you even had the words to understand it, and they placed challenges before you learned how to stand firmly. Their goal was never to test your strength but to keep you from seeing the truth of who you are. Have you ever wondered why your path feels so unique, why people you trusted delivered the earliest wounds, why you often felt unseen or misunderstood by those who should have understood you best? This is not coincidence. It is a deliberate structure designed to weaken those who are destined for impact before they recognize their own power, because your opponents do not wait for you to reach your fullest strength. They attack early while you are still discovering yourself, hoping you will never rise to your true height. My beloved, there is a truth many try to hide from you, or the life force inside you is your own profound power, a gift they can never produce within themselves. They watch you, try to imitate your ways, and attempt to take what flows naturally from you, but no matter what they do, they cannot replicate your essence. This is why they work tirelessly to confuse your mind, to twist your thoughts, and drain your purpose. They need you to remain blind to your depth, uncertain of your capability, and unsure of your direction. Think about it, my child. Notice how those with deep insight, bright energy, and strong hearts often face the harshest challenges. See how some people encounter constant setbacks, betrayal, and resistance. This is not misfortune. It is a targeted pursuit, proof that someone or something is threatened by their potential. From the moment you breathed your first breath, you became a challenge to them, not because they questioned your power but because they feared it. This explains the tests you have endured throughout your life. The deep wounds you have felt, especially from those closest to you, surface because your inner light exposes what others hide within themselves. Your presence brings out truths they cannot face. They resent your strength because it reveals their weakness. They envy your warmth because they lack that spark within themselves. When people do not understand or cannot control what they see in you, they often try to suppress it. My beloved, pause for a moment, because I feel the questions rising inside you. If I am truly unique, then why is my path so difficult? Why do I face constant struggles, setbacks, and lonely seasons? This is exactly the doubt they want you to embrace. They want you to see your challenges as proof that you are weak or cursed, but in truth, these struggles are the signs of your great strength. The strongest spirits face the deepest tests because true power is forged through resistance. Your journey has never been easy because you were not created for an ordinary life. You were designed to break old patterns, challenge falsehoods, and walk down a path few can follow. Think about the rare souls throughout history who had a power that set them apart. Their existence alone disturbed the world around them. They did not learn to be extraordinary, they simply lived out what was already inside them. And this is exactly what makes others react so strongly to you even now. Your very presence unsettles those around you. Your spirit shines so brightly that it exposes their hidden fears and unspoken doubts. This is why people who once cared for you suddenly turn away. This is why you often feel alone even when surrounded by others. This is why no matter how hard you try to blend in, you never fully do. You were never meant to.